Santander Te Cuenta, a podcast with relevant questions and ideas to understand today's world. In a fast-changing digital world, customers have increasingly high expectations for the products and services they receive. Customer experience and customer service are key for every company worldwide. Banco Santander is in the midst of a profound transformation, creating a unified environment with consistent standards across all its markets, using its own technology to offer greater speed, security, and efficiency in processes like data access, analysis, and the rollout of new features, products, and services. This allows customers to interact with Santander and Open Bank worldwide through the same platform, whether via app, contact center, or branch, no matter where they are located. And it also elevates the user experience with a more intuitive, faster, and flexible interface, and provides employees with real-time data insights, enabling them to meet customers' needs more efficiently. Today, we will talk with Daniel Concepción, Deputy Head of Technology and Operations in Retail and Commercial at Banco Santander. He is one of the leaders responsible for these changes.
Hi Daniel, it's a great pleasure to be here today in the headquarters of Open Bank in Madrid. Since you are one of the main leaders of customer experience, I would like to talk to you about that. No? What do customer experience means today for companies or any industry in an era in which we are using mobile phones every single day, all the time?
Hey, Video, thank you for taking me here in your podcast. But it's a great question, no? What customer experience means today? I think it means everything. Every single one of us deal with customer experience. We are customers. All of us are customers at any time moment. When you're looking in banking, what we're trying to do is change a little bit our way of working, our mentality. No, we're trying to be a little bit more focused in the customer and customer obsessed. It's crucial, no, in this new age that we behave and we try to predict what the customer needs and how the customer needs it. Then definitely things that we're doing today in technology at Santander is trying to improve that. And we have examples of how we're doing this consistency across the different channels. What you want to receive as a customer, if you go to a branch, if you call a call center, if you use your mobile phone, you want to have all your products accessible. You want to be sure that whatever is happening to you, it doesn't matter which channel you use to connect with us. This omni-channel experience is integral in the way that we build the technology today. The other piece that we are changing is this customer experience culture, because this customer experience culture is for everybody in the bank, all of our employees. It doesn't matter you have a role connecting with the customer in our branches, or that you are a guy working in technology, or you are part of the legal team or part of the communication team. All of us need to be connected with this customer experience. And this culture is something that we are pushing forward today in the bank. Then everything that we're doing needs to be data-driven, no? Needs to be with the focus in the customer and having the right data points to take the right decisions. The other thing that is important in this customer experience culture is continuous improvement. We are not in a world that we could just deliver every year a new solution. Today, the name of the game is every week we need to improve few pieces, few components based on what the customer is doing.
Great. So last year we had a great conversation with David Chaus about core banking and Gravity, the technology from Santander, and he made clear that the customer is always at the center. And with Gravity we can have more accessible and more immediate services. What does a customer in banking expect today for a bank, from the bank?
I think the behavior of the customer is changing, no? And it's moving from, in the past, the customer usually go to a place to acquire something. It's not just banking, it's just across everything. You go and say, I want to buy something, I want to acquire new services, and you go to specific locations. What the customer is expecting from us today is more a seamless experience. Then they want to be engaged when and where they want. Then all this is very important in the way that we construct our core systems, our experience with the customers. It's not anymore about presenting you information, it's about the way that you consume that information. Then you're looking for a seamless experience, you're looking for a personalization, you're looking to ensure that we understand you and that what we are proposing to you is actually something of value to you. You're expecting that our service to be in the place that you are interacting. then embedded banking starts to be a reality as well. No, then you want to have good experience in Santander with that, with Zinnia. Today with Zinnia, when you are when you're buying your Apple device in Germany, and the checkout process, you have your opportunity to have a lending process there. I'm fully embedded with what you're doing today in the Apple Store. We have something very similar with Amazon Germany as well. Then all that new experience is something that we are working across our footprints to expand. No, seamless experience, personalized, and working to be close to you in everything that you do with us.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, I've seen in a preview of new features, a new digital onboarding in less than 5 minutes for the US. Can you tell us a bit about that?
That's correct, Ovidio. That's the result we're discussing about our customer obsession. We're rethinking from scratch what is needed and how it's needed. No, of course, behind the scene that are happening, dozens of things. No, we connect with dozens of systems to understand who are you, ensuring that is the right person, ensuring the safety, connecting with all the backends to understand that you are you. But from a customer experience, we simplify the process to make it as seamless as possible. No, as you were saying, it's less than 5 minutes. And it's one of the first example of this new culture of customer obsession, no? How we do what we do with focusing on the customer instead of focusing on us. No? And this is not the last one. There is new examples that are going to, during the next months. I am really proud about what we're doing with the chat. It's a WhatsApp experience in an app, no? And how you're going to behave, interact with us in a simple way and a synchronous way. Listening to the customers, one of the things important in this when and where you want to connect is they want to be ready to have a synchronous conversation with us. They want to be able to have a specific question and answer and be responding in some cases in real time, in other cases later, or when they have the time. No? Then our new chat experience is working towards that. It's kind of a WhatsApp where you have with a friend. No? That's the kind of thing that we're doing, focusing on the customer experience and with the customer in the center.
I heard Dirk Marlouf, who is the Chief Technology and Operating Officer, talk about Santander as an event-driven organization, thanks to these new technologies. No? And employees have the chance to focus on value and fix any issue from customers in real time or even before the customer is aware. Can you explain us a bit better what this means?
This connects very well with your previous question about what the customer is expecting. An event-driven organization is the way that we fulfill our real-time promise. No? Then everything that you do, you expect that for us to resolve in real time. Then take in consideration that doing this is one of the features that we gain through Gravity. Gravity is allowing us to behave in real time. It allows us to react to what the customer is doing across all the channels with us. Then, looking from a pure technology perspective, we have Gravity as the source of the events, or source of what is happening to the customers. And based on that, we react to that event. There are good examples that you were describing that if you have an issue with your credit card and you're trying to do the payment, of course you want that to be fixed on real time. It doesn't help to you to be fixed later in the day, no? Because you're having that need in that moment. Then what we're doing with the new tech is when we identify there is a problem with your operation, we react to that problem and try to fix it proactively. If that is possible, we do fully 100% automatically in the backend. If that's not possible, we send that information to our customer representative to help you in that. In that way, in case that you call the call center with that problem, they are going to have all the information, what is happening, what are the things that are needed from you or from them to resolve the problem at the spot at that moment. No?
And Danny, could you explain us how it's possible that you can see that the customer is having an issue even before the customer and you can be proactive to fix it? How does it work?
Videos we're discussing earlier, this is part of this event-driven architecture, no? On how we react to what is happening to the customer. There is a very good example of that, and I don't know if you have that experience that you have a problem and you call somebody to resolve that problem, but you spend more time explaining what happened than trying to resolve the problem. As soon as you're able to explain what is happening, your solution is in 30 seconds, what you need to do and how to do it. With this event-driven architecture, one of the things that we're doing is everything that you are doing in your app or in your web, we are able to see that in real time in our call centers. Of course, with all the privacy measures and all the security measures, but we have idea of what you're doing. When you are touching something in your phone, or agents is going to ask you permission, but it's going to see what they're touching in your phone. Then the solution is going to be simpler for them to provide, no? Because they are going to understand the context of what you're suffering, what you're having. No? This is the kind of thing that we enable with this event-driven architecture, no? That is go so deep as being able to replicate what you're doing in your web or in your app in our agents. No? That's one of the good examples that I like a lot, and it's part of our global platform.
So you've talked about a few amazing experiences, and I don't know if you could tell us a bit about timeline to have available these new services at Santander, just in case there are some customers who would like to come to the bank.
Yeah, of course. Today in retail and commercial, we are doing all this transformation across all of our markets. Then we have different speeds per market, but we're working all of them at the moment. In short term, there is a couple of things that I think are interesting for everybody to know. One is Open Bank US. We are launching that new experience this month. Of course, we have Open Bank Mexico as well. That experience is going to be ready before the end of the year. We are almost done. It's almost in production. It's just getting the right approval. Santander Brazil, the new digital experiences is going to be ready in the first half of 2025. In Santander Mexico, we are revamping as well what we do with our branch and call center and how we interact from there with our customers. That's going to be ready as well in the first half of 2025. In Santander Spain, we are already deploying new experiences in our branch network to improve the way that our colleagues interact with the customers and the way that we personalize the offering to our customers. That's part of that is already in production. Another piece is going to be ready in the first part of 2025. Mm-hmm. I was discussing before, for us it's very important that this is a continuous deployment. No? Every single month we enable new set of features across all geographies. Based on what the customer needs and based as well on the different needs across our different banks. And as another example, in July 2025, Santander Uruguay is going to experience a new digital experience as well. Mm-hmm. Then, this is already a true agile model. It's not anymore about a big delivery, it's about a continuous delivery across all our geography. That's the thing that we're trying to do with this global platform, is improving the way that we deliver the software and the way that we deliver the improvements to our customers. No? Instead of big blocks that we send to the customer every quarter or every 6 months or once per year, every month there is small improvements, continuous improvements that is going to be helping to all of us to be more efficient in the long term.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so artificial intelligence is expected to transform everything, no? According to what we are seeing in the last few months. What do you expect in banking from artificial intelligence?
I think one thing that we need to understand is change is constant. No, it's not just only about artificial intelligence. It's about everything that we do in tech is improving. Then what we're trying to do is we just got a step behind about the artificial intelligence, but look at the big picture is the way that we see that playing for our customers is going to be very different for the banks in the future. The way that we envision the bank is not only about the current model that we have in place, but as well a model that we integrate ourselves in our customer life. And we are in the place that we are, and when they need us, we're going to be there. That's going to be something particularly interesting to see during the next couple of years. And of course, if we go back to the AI question, this is already a reality for us in some cases. No, AI, not GenAI, but AI itself, we use it on our risk models. We use the same technology for our prevention models. Then our customers are benefiting for the way that we analyze the data and take decisions, and we understand how to make a safer experience for them. Taking specifically about GenAI, there are already the way that we see that at the moment is we are enhancing the experience of our colleagues. We don't see the AI ready to be a standalone player interacting with our customer, doing things by themselves. Mm-hmm. But of course, AI is going to help a lot our colleagues to improve the way, increase the performance. And we have clear examples with our legal teams that we're using AI to help to read all the documents in a faster way, identify the critical points. We have examples In content generation, we are able to personalize the content towards a specific sectors, specific persons. Of course, we are helping with that in the self-service. We have a good example of AI with investment with AI in Open Bank that is helping to the customer to identify potential options to invest based on what the different models are saying, what is going to be the behavior of the different shares across the market. No? And in summary, AI is streamlining our operations, is enhancing our compliance, and of course, it's helping our customer to work faster, no? And to be able to do more self-service by themselves. It's really an interesting journey that we are starting with AI.
So, in Santander's vision of the future, there is a branch, a brick and mortar store. So we call it a digital bank with branches. So what does the physical space, how the physical space will coexist with the digital experience?
One thing is important in our vision of Santander, a digital bank with branches, it goes back to the customer. We are going to be present wherever the customer needs us. And as today, their customer prefer to have a 100% self-service option based on mobile or web. We have that. Their customer prefer to interact with us based on our call center departments, and we have that as well. And their customer prefer to interact us with the brick and mortars, the branches, and of course we have that. I think it's interesting video is that this physical presence is also very well received for users that are 100% digital. They see that as a way to interact with the bank if the things go wrong. We don't expect that to happen. We expect to be able to resolve whatever is needed 100% in the channel of their choice, but we are ready if the unthinkable happens. We are ready to support them as well physically and directly. And we have that behavior that we identify people that is 100% digital. There are specific points in time they prefer to have the human touch, and they prefer to go to a branch and have a conversation and understand better the product, to understand better the different needs. Then we're going to be ready for that. Then it's an integral part of our value proposition is that we're going to be a digital bank with branches.
So we have talked about Gravity, which is the cloud-based core banking, and also ODS, which is the global retail platform software with cloud-based applications. And this makes Santander a more efficient bank. How is this possible?
We are moving towards being a bank that resolves problems based on specific market needs to a bank that resolves problems in a global way. And that is just about the scale. In today's market, the scale is everything. We're trying to increase our opportunities with the customers. We are trying to behave closer to them, but we're trying to do that in a way that hasn't been done in the past, that is leveraging the scale that we have. When you look at our numbers, we have close to 200 million customers soon. In order to deal with that, being able to leverage the scale of the platform is very, very important. The world that we envision is a world that 80% is going to be common and 20% is going to be specific features and needs of specific markets. Mm-hmm. And I give this an example to my team all the time, and when I have the visit with the different business units. There is things that are very complex to resolve, but they are not value added to the customers. I'm going to give you an example. In every single app that you use in the world today, you have a login page. That login page is critical. It needs to work cloudless, because if that doesn't work, you cannot be able to access to the system. The promise that we are having today is we are going to be able to solve that problem once and replicate the cloud of our markets instead of resolving that 10 different times. Then this is going to increase our profitability, it's going to increase our customer experience, because we are going to be able to innovate faster toward this common platform. And it's a stepping stone towards being a low-cost producer for us. That is something that we are driving towards to be able to be competitive in the market ahead, for us.
So, and these new technologies, Gravity and ODS, which are owned by Santander Group, are going to be launched for the first time in the US, or are already going to be launched at the moment. So, can you tell us a bit about this project?
Yes, until this point, we have done different Gravity implementations across the group. We have been working with the ODS platform mostly in Open Bank, Open Bank US is the first time that we merge both of them. And it's actually an exciting time because we are actually enabling this event-driven architecture that we told before with the power of the cloud technology that we have in the platform, in the Open Bank platform. And it's kind of a marriage made in the heaven. It's going to allow us to our customers to experience the benefits of a digital bank with branches in US. Of course, we're starting with the first product, but there is more products to come during the next months. Always with the same idea, that is how to make life simple. And I use all the people that are seeing us from US, please join us, test the new experience, look at the way that we're doing the onboarding, look at the way that we are doing the day-to-day activities, and let us know your feedback on how we could improve and what you like and what you don't like. But it's definitely a new experience for all of us.
Okay, so I guess people working with you are, I guess, a lot of engineers, software developers, and they are probably listening to you, excited about the experience that you are doing here in Santander. You create tech, apps, etc. What do people need to work with you here at Santander?
I think interesting is we're looking for people who have that curiosity, that be able to think that what is next and what could do better. We're looking for people that is very good team players. It's very important in the new way of working that we have in retail and commercial and in Santander. We are a team, and we are a high performance team. We're looking for people that is working very well with each other. And of course, we're looking for people with the skills in STEM and that works very well and love technology. The thing that I say to my team is, you need to be proud of the things that they are doing, and that's what we are looking for. We need people that when they go on the street and say they feel proud that ATM is something that they have developed the software they're running for. They see the branch, say, okay, the software and that is running the branch have been developed by me, and they could go and say to their colleagues and friends, you guys, listen, guys, I did that, Or when they go and see the app, they feel proud that the app is working as expected, and they probably say to their colleagues, okay, I am doing this app, look how cool it is, They were looking for people that love what they do. More than happy for you guys think that you have that, join us. There is a webpage that we have all the opportunities. It's called vtechwithsantander.com. Take a look over there. And of course, all of us are in LinkedIn and other places. Contact us, and more than happy to share with you what we're doing. Join us. It's going to be an exciting time ahead.
It sounds amazing and really exciting, Danny. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Video.
And all the best.
Always a pleasure.
If you want to hear more interesting conversations, head to the Santander Te Cuenta channel on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts.